I don't think wealth and genetics have anything to do with each other, actually. If you're born in the U.S., it really doesn't matter the condition of your birth.
So Morganfreeman has ignited a firestorm with his comments on racism, leaving Don Lemon and many others reeling. Freeman, renowned for his compelling voice and thought-provoking insights, made a statement that directly challenged the conventional narratives surrounding racism. His bold remarks have not only sparked intense debate, but have also prompted a broader conversation about the complexities of racism and the ways that we address it in today's media landscape.
It really doesn't matter the condition of your birth. What matters is what you inherit from your nurturing, from your environment.
Morganfreeman stirred the pot with his bold views on wealth and genetics. He argued that the two aren't as intertwined as some might think. According to Freeman, in the U.S., your start in life, whether rich or poor, doesn't dictate your future. What really counts is your nurturing environment and personal drive. Now, Freeman contrasts this with more rigid systems, like the caste system in India, where escaping poverty is often far more challenging. His insights invite a closer look at how opportunity and environment shape our lives.
Here's a stat from your show, and it says the richest 85 people on this planet have as much money as the poorest 3.5 billion.
Yeah.
Don Lemon tried to steer the subject onto a racial topic, but Morganfreeman wasn't going to allow it. When Lemon mentioned the astonishing fact that the richest 85 people own as much wealth as the lowest 3.5 billion, Freeman refused to take the bait. Instead, he turned the focus, questioning the idea that money is restricted to a privileged few. Freeman highlighted that the key to success is not where you begin, but rather what you do with the chances that come your way. He gave instances from his own life, pointing out that both Freeman from Memphis and Lemon from Louisiana had overcome difficult upbringings to become successful people. Freeman's thesis was clear. While the wealth gap exists, it doesn't have to control your future. It serves as a powerful reminder that your history doesn't limit your potential, and that with dedication, you can create your own destiny.
But it's hard to, when you say that to some people, because they say, oh, there you go with a pull yourself up by the bootstraps thing, and you're just being respectable. Not everybody can do that.
Now, this dude did not mince words when he discussed the importance of courage in life. He passionately believed that everyone, regardless of starting point, has the potential to rise above their circumstances. Courage is what drives change, not where you were born or what problems you face. Freeman humorously pointed out that opportunities are always available if you're willing to seize them, saying, "The bus runs every day." This was his way of warning people that if they're brave enough to take the risk, there's always an escape route. When the topic of whether race influences wealth or mindset came up, Freeman strongly disagreed. He claimed that race should not be a barrier to achievement, giving himself and Don Lemon as examples. Freeman's message was clear. With courage and determination, anybody can overcome obstacles and achieve greatness, regardless of race or background.
Do you think that race plays a part in wealth distribution, or either a mindset that you can't
Today?
or cannot? Yeah.
No.
You don't?
No, I don't. You and I, we're proof. Why would race have anything to do with it?
Morganfreeman wasn't afraid to express his opinion when questioned about how race affects limiting ideas in the distribution of wealth. He argued that race should never be a barrier to success, and his own life is proof of that. Freeman strongly asserted, if you put your mind to something and work hard, race should not be an impediment. He also compared the inclination to blame race for one's difficulties to a type of religion, an excuse that people use to rationalize why they haven't met their objectives. Freeman also expressed his dissatisfaction with the media's fascination with race, claiming that constantly concentrating on it exacerbates the problem. While race is an issue, he believes that making it the center of every conversation causes a lot more harm than good. His message is clear. It's time to look beyond race and focus on personal empowerment and growth. It's about taking responsibility for your journey, pushing past excuses, and seizing charge of your own destiny.
The whole thing, especially the president and Democrats now are talking about income inequality, and that's basically what, when you talk about the richest 85 people on the planet, right?
Yeah.
It's income inequality. Do you think that's, looking at, what's happening in the news now, is that a good idea?
It's a great idea.
Growing concern over economic inequality has emerged as a prominent issue in political debate, especially with the president and Democrats prioritizing it on their agenda. Addressing the growing disparity between the wealthiest individuals and the rest of society isn't only a matter of fairness, it's also critical to the economy's health. Freeman emphasized the importance of the middle class, claiming that they constitute the backbone of economic strength. The middle class drives the economy by purchasing products and services, which helps to support businesses and create jobs. Without a healthy middle class, there is no powerful consumer base to back up the wealthy's products and ideas. Freeman pointed out the example of China, a rapidly evolving economy that is now shifting its focus toward building a stronger consumer base to sustain growth. This shift emphasizes the significance of balance in wealth distribution in order to maintain long-term economic stability. So, addressing income disparity is more than just bridging a social divide. It's about building a more robust and vibrant economy for everybody.
Don Lemon is the CNN anchor who thinks that America hates black people. And America doesn't hate black people, and we fought a civil war to end slavery. We had a black president. Most countries in Europe that are way older than us never had black prime ministers.
Don Lemon, the CNN anchor, frequently voices his belief that America still grapples with deep-seated racism, especially against black people. But this perspective is met with strong counter-arguments. Critics highlight America's significant historical strides, such as the Civil War, which was fought to end slavery, and the election of a black president, an achievement that many older European nations have yet to replicate with their prime ministers. While he has acknowledged that the country isn't flawless, these critics argue that substantial progress has been made in addressing the legacy of racism. They believe that Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream of justice and equality is gradually becoming a reality, evidenced by the absence of laws that actively discriminate against any group today. But some say that certain left-leaning groups are attempting to push a narrative that suggests otherwise. According to these critics, the focus should shift from highlighting divisions to recognizing the progress and continuing to build on the principles of equality and justice.
Lemon is an interesting character because he is race baiting in the worst possible way while telling you that America hates black people and hates gay black people specifically. He, a gay black man, is making around $4 million at CNN.
Don Lemon's narrative on race in America often centers on the idea that the country is fundamentally racist, particularly against black and gay black individuals. It's pretty intriguing though, considering that he is a successful gay black man himself, earning around $4 million a year at CNN. His nightly broadcasts focus heavily on race issues, stirring up debate and concern. This raises a critical question about media focus and bias. How much should we invest our attention in outlets like CNN, MSNBC, and major newspapers when they seem to perpetuate division rather than offer solutions? With their growing criticism and perceived failures, it's worth questioning if these media platforms genuinely contribute to the progress, or if they're just capitalizing on the controversy. Kinda wanna know what your thoughts are on the role of the media in shaping our understanding of race and equality.
Probably get me in trouble, but I said to some of my colleagues recently, so I know that it's an issue, but it seems like every single day on television I'm talking about race, and it's because of the news cycle.
Freeman voiced his wariness with the relentless focus on race in media discussions. He remarked, "I know it's an issue, but it seems like every day we're discussing it because of the news cycle. Sometimes I just want to say, can we move on?" Freeman argues that constantly spotlighting race might actually hinder progress rather than help. Both he and Don Lemon, despite their distinctive experiences and backgrounds, are living examples that race doesn't have to be a barrier to success. Freeman's frustration reflects a broader sentiment. While race is an important topic, overemphasizing it might create more problems than solutions. He suggests that shifting the focus from race to personal empowerment and progress could lead to more meaningful advancements and unity. It's a call to address issues constructively without letting them overshadow the potential for positive change. So where do you find yourself in this debate? Do you find yourself agreeing with Morganfreeman more? Or do you find yourself agreeing with Don Lemon more? Make sure you let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next episode.